with our next guest almost 15 years ago. 15 years, I can't believe that, as Claudia on Party of Five. Here she is on the premiere episode. This is almost 15 years ago.
Who's that?
That's Kristen.
Uh-huh. Kristen what? Okay, what are her qualifications?
She's a nanny.
What's her criminal record?
She doesn't have one, I don't think.
Really? What's your problem? How can you turn Owen over to a total stranger?
Please welcome, all grown up, Lacey Chabert. Wow, that was something to see that.
15 years ago. It's kind of scary.
I can't believe that.
I know, I can't believe it. It goes by so quickly. It's unbelievable.
And what is it? I mean, you don't see it that often. Maybe you'll see it if it's on TV or something.
Right.
But do you remember that little girl that you were? Do you have fond memories of that time?
Oh, I do. I mean, I can remember my dialogue still from that scene. I mean, it never kind of leaves you. You know, it's so funny, being in the business as a kid. I loved what I did so much even then, and I didn't really understand the whole scope of it, but I did take it seriously, and that experience was something really special.
Yeah, it was such a good show. And do you ever see the guys? I mean, I know I played poker with you and Scott Wolf, which was really fun.
Yeah, we did. That was really fun.
And do you guys stay in touch, like Matthew Fox? Do you see
We do.
him?
I haven't seen Matthew. I get to see him, every Wednesday on Lost because it's my favorite show.
I know, it's such a great show, isn't it?
Oh, it is the best show. It's such an awesome show. But yeah, I see Scott and Nev on occasion. Scott Wolf just had a baby. I'm so excited for him.
Yeah, he's a nice man.
Oh, he's lovely. When you spend that much time with a group of people for 6 years, they're always your family.
Especially for those 6 years of your life. Now, when you first got in the business, you were on Broadway, right?
Yeah, I started out in Les Miserables. My family.
You started out in that.
Yeah, we moved to New York. I'm from Mississippi originally.
Your family's in Mississippi, so what the audience doesn't realize is that the family moved because you had this opportunity.
Yeah, we originally went to New York, kind of for a summer, and it was such a culture shock. I mean, I'm from a really small town with like one street called Main Street, and a lovely southern place, and then you go to New York, and I mean, the first day I went to public school, I got in trouble because I called my teacher ma'am. And apparently that, wasn't cool. And,
Really?
It's just a different, a different thing.
Well, sure. You say ma'am almost like at the end of a sentence anyway.
Yeah, you're like, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, thank you, ma'am. Like, how old do you think I am? I'm like, no, it's not an age thing. It's just a polite,
I can't believe they get mad at a little girl. I don't know. I think maybe the teacher should have been written up in that situation.
Yeah, definitely.
So, but when your folks make this decision, you have brothers and sisters?
I did. I have 2 older sisters and a younger brother.
So the whole family moves. I mean...
I have a phenomenal family. Yeah, they all moved, and it was going to be kind of a short-term thing, and I kept getting jobs, and it took off, and so my family ended up moving back to Mississippi, and then I got cast in Party of Five, and they all moved to California, and now they're all moved back now to the South.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, that's something. So you, as a kid, you also did Star Search.
I did. I mean, at the time, Star Search was like one of the coolest things you could be on.
What was the American Idol of that generation?
Yeah, so I was so excited. I was 8 years old. I sang like old show tunes and ballads, which is just so bizarre that that's what I sang.
Did you feel any kind of anxiety or nervousness? I mean, some kids, I'm sure, go through that, but was it just something you loved to do that you didn't?
I just loved it. Whether I was singing with my hairbrush in front of my bathroom mirror or singing in front of 1,600 people like I was, I just loved it, and it never really got nervous. I get, butterflies, but honestly, I get more nervous now. I'm probably more nervous doing this than I was then.
Oh, please don't be. You're adorable, and it's just so nice to see you do so well, because I know that you're a fine young lady, and I think that it's nice for people at home to see, because, we see a lot of the, well, you know what I mean, a lot of the girls that we see.
So I've been really blessed. I've had a really positive experience, and God's really watched out for me.
Now, if somebody at home was watching and their little kid said, I mean, did you say to your parents, I want to do this? Was it their idea? How did that
I wanted to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't really know, okay, I want to be on a TV show, or I want to do films. I just wanted to perform. And whether that was in a school play or singing at church, I loved entertaining people. So, I got an agent as a kid and did commercials. And it just was one of those things that, I feel like it's what I was born to do. And there's a lot of ups and downs in the business, but, I hope to just keep having good experiences.
Do you have memories of when you were on Letterman for like certain, they had little kids on Letterman once in a while for the Halloween stuff and everything?
I remember I was a stun gun for a Halloween costume on Letterman.
How old old were you then?
I was like 9 or 10.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I was just a little baby, but those kind of things are, really fun memories.
Yeah, and it's priceless. I mean, you can look back at that now and someday with your own kids. We're going to talk more with Lacey when we come back. We'll be right back about our movie.
Still ahead, Lacey has a good poker face.
I'll tell you, when we played poker, you took Robert Wagner out.
Talk about
Wagner,
like I had never played poker before. I didn't know how to play, and we're doing it on TV, which is always a good idea to do something the first time on TV.
Okay, we're back with, well, the band, they insist on finishing every song. No, I'm just kidding. They are good, aren't they? We're back with Lacey Chabert. Now, Lacey, you're in this movie, Ghost of Girlfriend's Past, but it's kind of like Scrooge.
It's the same idea. Yeah, it's a really old concept with a new, modern, fun twist on it.
And Matthew McConaughey,
Yes.
Jennifer Garner.
Yes.
What's Matthew McConaughey like? What's his deal?
He's cool.
Is he?
Yeah, he's actually very down to earth, very kind, and just a really good actor and very funny. And Jennifer's a doll, wonderful mom, and I really, really admire her. She's really, really special.
And in the movie, you're getting married, right?
Yes, I play a bride, which is fun because I'm the kind of girl that's always thought about her wedding since I was like 5. So it's fun to put on the dress and the veil, and my character's on the verge of a nervous breakdown kind of the whole time because she's nervous about her wedding.
Oh, so that's a fun character to play.
Yeah, it was fun to play, and I got to work with Mark Waters, the director who directed Mean Girls again. He's such a good director, so it was good to have another experience.
And what happens in this clip now? Do you need to set it up at all?
I think this is where I think my husband-to-be is asking Matthew's character to give us a toast, and I really don't want him to because I know it will probably go bad.
Okay, so you're kind of controlling the whole wedding, right?
Yeah, completely.
Here we go.
Sandy and I want to know if you would make a toast tomorrow.
What?
Yeah, we'd like that.
I know it's not really your thing, but it is kind of a tradition for the best man to give a toast.
It could be super short.
Super long, whatever you want.
Are you kidding? Are you kidding?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Now, Matthew's his character is confronted with all of his past girlfriends.
Yes, and he learns a lot from it. It's a really funny movie, and it has a lot of heart. I think it's, a lot better than most romantic comedies, so I hope people will enjoy it.
Oh, I think they will, and it's really fun to see you doing this stuff, too.
Thanks.
I'll tell you, when we played poker, you took Robert Wagner out.
Talk about being nervous. I had never played poker before. I didn't know how to play, and we're doing it on TV, which is always a good idea to do something the first time on TV. And, we were sitting there, and I didn't know what I was doing. I was totally bluffing, I think, and I went head-to-head with Robert Wagner a couple times and knocked him out.
I know, and I think he was like, I'll say it.
I think I kind of felt bad. I was like, I apologize, Mr. Wagner. My mother will be very upset.
I know, you kept going, I'm so sorry. And he was like, just in shock. He's like, how did this little girl just bluff me out of that hand? That was pretty
fun.
amazing.
I was glad you were there. I was so glad I wasn't the only woman there.
I know, we had fun. That was really fun. It's delightful to see you again. I'm so happy for all the good things happening in your life.
I'm happy for you too. Congratulations.
And continued success. Ghost of Girlfriend's Past opens tomorrow night nationwide. Go see Lacey in it. We'll be right back. Nice job.